Hello friends, my name is Uglyfish and I am currently trying to make 1,000,000 gold in a month on everybody's favourite farming game, Stardew Valley. After making a measly 150,000 in week 1, I'm ready to jump into week 2 and get those numbers up. There is only one rule for this: I can only sell things that have had some processing this season. So I can't sell the eggs that I collected in winter, but I can make them into mayo and sell that. Let's go. Last week I made a pitiful profit. It was about 1/10 of what I need to make overall, but last week was prep week. I now should be reaping the rewards of what I've sown because I've woken up today to a glorious strawberry harvest. I want to see instant money increases, so I think I might just sell them all. I might regret that in the future because I know I could wine it, but I've still got stuff that I can make wine from. And my casks in the cellar are still pumping out starfruit wine, so I can't age any wine that I make anyway. So in the interests of getting instant gratification from seeing those numbers go up, I'm probably just going to sell the whole harvest off today. That was a good harvest. Quite a few things needed collecting there. So I got some rice, which I will probably mill. I got loads of strawberries. I got 12 honey, and my fruit trees were up. I contemplated keeping the honey as gifts for people after I accidentally sold my gift jam, but I think for this month I'm fine with just not giving people gifts. I'm on full heart with most people anyway, and I do have some honey in storage, so if it comes to it, I can gift that. I've popped to my quarry and my diamonds are up as well, so there's more money for me today. I do need to make a few more of these, and I need to make more kegs too. Once my trees are grown, I can pop tappers on them and get some resin, but even at this stage, I am really grateful that this quarry is here to help. I haven't been too keen on the quests lately. They've been really time-consuming ones. I'm keeping an eye out for the... Yes! I was going to say I'm keeping an eye out for the omelette one. I like that one. So I would normally try and do it with all my worst quality eggs and keep the best ones to sell. I think I will stick with that plan. I'm also off to give George a leek because he loves them and I love George. Look at his happy little face. I like Alex as well, actually. He's starting to become very philosophical and wise in the 4 years I've known him. In my strawberry lace excitement, I don't think I did my shed dailies today, so I'm going to pop all my machines on. I'm going to make some iridium too, so I can make more crystal makers. Then I wasted most of the rest of the day collecting wood and fibre and generally being indecisive about what I wanted to do. But I've got my last few things to sell for today here. Let's see how much it all made me. Oh, I don't mean to sound ungrateful here. I did expect a little bit more. That's really not good for me. I probably should start wining the strawberries next time then. What a shame. Still, it is a new day and a less bountiful one, seeing as the strawberries came up yesterday, but I still have stuff that I need to do. I need to pat my dog and fill his bowl. I can empty the bat cave, which I will keep for jam making. My rice is milled and my small stock of second-day strawberries have popped up, so it's not a complete loss. I didn't check my farm computer this morning, so I didn't know the greenhouse was up. Really happy about that. This is starting to look like it could be a better day for me. The shed isn't giving me much, but that is my fault because I forgot to put eggs in. Cheese to sell is good enough for me, and I've got the iridium for crafting. I really need to sort this area out. I had rice here before, and I replanted potatoes, and I have no sprinklers that reach here. It's really poor planning, and there's no way that I will just remember to water them every day either. So I think I'm going to have to sacrifice 2 to pop some sprinklers down. In terms of money, it's negligible really. 2 spuds doesn't matter, but I embarrassed myself with my own inefficiency. And I can't put this one down either, so that's embarrassing. There we go. I put the parsnips I pulled back into the seed maker, but I've got a fair stock to pop into the shipping bin here. Not as good as yesterday, but still a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I've just completed the egg quest for 3,000 gold. I took another small quest to kill things in the mine for another gold reward, which I will do tomorrow. I lost some money by upgrading tools. It was a toss-up between the axe and the watering can, but I used the axe more, so the axe won. And then I spend the rest of the day doing tiny bits of farm work, like placing more lights down, running back and forth from my animals to my shed for artisan goods, and emptying my crab pots. I used to just sell the fish that I got from it, but I think I'm going to start keeping them so that I can make better fertiliser with it. And then I finished off the day with a bit of fishing for actual fish. Not that I got that many at all. But by the end of the day, I did have some more artisan goods to sell and a tiny amount of fish to push that profit up. So let's see if any of that helped. That is looking like a much bigger number than I thought it would be. That total pushes me over the quarter mark. Just. At this point, I still don't think I can do it, but the gap is closing. It is a sad rainy day on the farm today, and there's nothing for me to collect, so I emptied my crab pots, I said hello to my animals, I checked my jam shed, which was good, but my inventory was full, so I emptied my inventory into my artisan shed, picked up last night's leftover makes, before popping back to my jam shed to pick up my stock of roe. It's a small harvest today, and I'm not good at keeping on top of my fish ponds either, to be honest. So, once I'd emptied into my bin, I went and made a point of collecting from them to replenish my roe stock, which was now at none. I had some crystal fruit wine ready in the quarry, and just enough fruit in my inventory to restock the completed kegs. I also spotted a new tree fully grown in my yard, so I popped a tapper onto that. While I was close, I popped to the mines to complete my quest for the wizard. So I jumped to level 105 and then I stood there for a while in real life I dunked a chocolate digestive into a cup of tea, and I was trying not to let the biscuit turn to mush and then fall into the mug. So once I'd successfully eaten the biscuit, I found a squid kid and killed him. I stayed in the mine for most of the rest of the day, and then I came up with a new idea, which was to process all of my geodes. I got 7 from this trip, but I know I've got a few more stored from previous trips too. I still don't have much coal, but I'm sure I can burn enough wood to do it. And then I popped to the shipping bin with the few last bits to sell. I'm just trying to push the profit up as much as I can. I've got enough solar and void essence stored for bombs and stuff, so I will sell that too. And that all leaves me with a grand total of... That's going to be about 22k. That's not too bad. I feel I should be using my days more efficiently from now on though. So all my harvests are a bit too bitty and there's nothing I can do to fix that. I can't make more kegs right now. I'm at capacity for most things. So it's what I do with the days that will make the difference here. So let's do tomorrow. The farm computer said 27 machines are ready. There aren't any crops, so I'm off to check all of my sheds. The geodes have come out, it's mostly iron ore, but there's nothing there mineral-wise that I need for the museum, so they can all be sold off. The quarry was empty, but 2 new trees have grown, so I tapped both of them, and then I popped to the mines for geodes, coal, and any other treasures that I found, which turned out to be none. So I picked up my new axe and I went tree chopping instead to get more wood to make coal. I emptied my pockets of some stuff I'd found and then got to cracking all of those geodes. Even if I get ore from them, I'm going to be really happy-ish. I don't think I'm going to make a fortune from this. I know that I'm not going to make a fortune from this. I won't get anything that really tips the scales. But I think at this point it's effective as, say, standing on the beach and fishing. It's going to give me a higher yield. I've got about 40 geodes to process. In this time, I definitely would not catch 40 fish. So I made a few trips to and from the bin. I cut it a bit closer than I'd like for my last one, because there's nothing more embarrassing than being in your house by 2, but not your bed. And the return scepter has made me a little bit more relaxed with time than I should be. So all the geodes are in, and they have given me a grand total of 6k. Am I reading that right? Is it missing a 0 at the end? Oh my good God, I probably would have been better fishing. It's now Friday and things are looking better for me because the farm computer said 400 of my crops are ready. I've already popped to the quarry and put a tapper on a newly grown tree, so this is all strawberry time. I also had honey and fruit trees come in, and my cauliflowers have grown, and my spuds have come up. I've got enough time to grow another batch of these, so I've seeded some, and then I sold the rest. I thought about more ways to be efficient on the farm, so I made more preserve jars for my jam shed. I had space for a fair few more, so over time that increase in jam yield will help. I should have done it sooner, but I was really low on coal. I popped to the saloon. I didn't have any gifts to give anyone, but I wanted to say hello to them all anyway. I also accidentally bought a meal from Gus. I have no idea how that happened, so there is an eggplant-shaped dent in my profits. If I don't make it to 1 million, that's the reason why. I popped to the beach to do a bit of foraging, and when I got home, I had a load of roe made, so I spent the last part of my day restocking my jam shed. It took a while because I hadn't emptied my inventory from the beach. Remember before when I said I was going to be more efficient from now on? Lied. I tipped most of it into the shipping bin, and then I headed off for the night. It's looking like a nice bit of profit. I don't think I'll have many days that profitable again. It just worked out really nicely that almost all my crops came up at once. Tomorrow is the Egg Festival. It is the 13th, so I'm going to lose a bit of time there, but I do enjoy the Egg Festival because I like stealing eggs from under the noses of the actual children in the village. Checked my farm machine this morning and it said like 60 machines were ready. It wasn't my casks, and there's only my recycling machines done here, so I am hoping for a jam haul. I always forget about my second day strawberries as well, so that's a nice little bonus. All of my wine is done, so I think I'm going to use everything that is just chilling in this chest to refill them back up. I don't know if that's going to mean drastically different processing times. I don't know if all fruit trees or bat cave fruit processes at the same time, but I don't have enough strawberries to do the whole lot, so I would rather get rid of like the 3 plums I have here and there and the 3 oranges. Handful of strawberries, but 49 bottles of wine? That must be good, right? That's not bad for a day that I'd written off as a festival day. And speaking of the festival, I said hello to everyone at the egg hunt, and then I ruthlessly stole 1,000 gold from under the noses of actual kids by picking up eggs faster than they could with their tiny, useless child arms. This joy that I feel must be how Jeff Bezos feels every single day. What a thrill. And I finished the day by emptying my crab pots out and ended on just under 25k. This means going into day 14, I haven't made half of what I need to do. I need a big win today just to keep the morale up. Nothing good happened Sunday morning, so I spent some time just picking up the odd crop that I'd missed, emptying my crab pots for fertiliser, and playing with my animals. The greenhouse was ready again, so I picked off all my cranberries, and then I headed to the quarry where things looked a little nicer. I've only got 2 wines ready, but my diamonds are up, and I've got 2 oak resins there, so I can make 2 more kegs for the area on my right. It's not a big difference, but the more kegs here, the more wine I can process. I still can't age it while my starfruit wine is taking over, but I'm starting to think about using my lower quality strawberries for a bigger wine sale. I popped back a little bit later with the new kegs, and also with some new crystal makers, which I feel I should say I do know the name of the machine, but I'm scared I'd say it wrong and then people would laugh, so they're just crystal makers for now. Luckily, I could get my old diamonds out of the shipping bin and stock the new machines up. Then I headed to the mines just because I could, but I actually finished the day really early at 8:30 p.m. because in real life I had to go and do something. So that leaves me finishing the day with another 20,000 and ending week 2 on just over 400k. So I haven't made it halfway yet, and realistically, I don't see how I can do anything different next week. My strawberry wine might start helping me out. My increase in machines might show some results. Probably not enough at this point. I still don't think this is doable, but I am having a lot of fun trying, and I hope you have had fun watching. If you have any tips, please let me know below. And if you'd like to see if I can make it to 1 million in a month, consider subscribing. so you can see the next time I update. Thank you again for watching, have a lovely day, and until next time.